to do carb loading.
Cannot eat.
Cannot carb load?
Yeah, cannot eat.
Oh
Cannot
my
drink,
God.
cannot eat inside.
The hell are we gonna do?
Why?
I'm carb loading.
Continue for 800 meters.
This low.
Then turn
Great
right onto
low.
Jalan.
Laws against carb loading. Yeah.
Yeah, public transport. Public transport. Cannot eat, cannot drink.
What's your name?
Honky. H-O-N-G-K-I.
One, two, three. One more. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Remember the days in the Enzo, trench coat on, tryna find my flow. Them girls never call my phone, low man do it on silent mode. Got a touchdown with all my bros, they never believe we'd run for gold. Came a long way from home and road with me and my dog, we're sharing clothes. All for the moolah, we risked it. We ain't tryna run out our motion, bros on the top floor showing devotion. Won't call them with the broken soldiers, brethrens close but the enemy's closest. Cameras on man, never lose focus, militant marching, battling vultures. Burnt out on the block, they're toasted. Times that I weren't like this, had to change my ways. They didn't wanna believe in a kid, cause the life that we live was a dangerous game. Got vision like that's so raven. If it don't work, it's back to basics. Stuck in a dungeon, vacant flats, no vacation for the life we're chasing. See them all getting wasted crazy. They ain't been putting in shifts. Transfer bro, he's doing it quick. Leave man red, no Taylor Swift. 3J to the phrase we verse. We all gotta see something.
Done. When the prep hits real deep.
Cameras on man, never lose focus. Militant marching.
We make solutions, not excuses.
They're toasted.
Welcome to Kuala Lumpur, 2 days out. We got a nice little home base for round one. Like you can see the view is quite amazing. We'll give you a little room tour of home base, little apartment tour. So we got nice big couch, nice big TV, essential for chills, de-stressing, relaxing, dropping cortisol for show. The dining area, we have Irfan and Shur staying in that bedroom. Scale, of course, make sure we're on point. And then we have kitchen. So as you can see, the water loading has been taking place. All the water controlled. We got egg whites. We got freezer boxes for all the proteins, like the white fish, chicken, prawns. Should be handy. All goes there. No misses for this peak. We got everything we need with microwave, pan, all the carbs and stuff in the fridge. And we have master's bedroom, Ricky's bedroom in there. Nice little spot to do show some myself. And then my room here. But the bathroom first. I like this because we're probably going to have a little hot tub on show night and have a look out at the city skylight. That'll be pretty nice. And then my room, good storage. epic views. So we've already been here a couple of days, but this view doesn't get old yet. It's very nice to wake up to. 3 days out, so the carbs are starting to go in. My brain still is not at maximum capacity, and Ricky's told me that I'm being a little bit grumpy, so I know that we're not fully loaded or well fed yet, but the carbs are slowly going in. It is time to eat, so I'm going to go prepare some carbs and chill on the TV, chill on the couch for a bit and watch some TV, because it's been a pretty frantic day, and then we'll give you a little rundown of everything that's been happening 2 days out.
We risked it. We ain't tryna run out of motion. Bros in the top floor showing devotion. Won't call them with the broken soldiers. Brethrens close, but the enemy's closest. Cameras on, man, never lose focus. Militant marching, battling vultures. Burnt out on the block, they're toasted.
It's pretty worthwhile to give a little 2 days out update before I pass out on this couch. But it's been a fairly full-on day in KL. I think this is day 3 being here now, I think, but definitely the most full-on day that we've had so far, and it's probably only going to be more full-on for 1 day out, and definitely show day. So myself is still a rookie competitor. It's still a learning process for me with all the timing of the tannings and the registrations and the check-ins, and timing the meals right and adjusting the water and the sodium. Obviously I've done it as a coach for a number of years, but relatively inexperienced in the sense of walking in the trenches and going through it myself. But today has been good. This has been the first day when the carbs have started going in. The last sort of couple of weeks has been the lowest I've ever taken food before in my life. Carbohydrates extremely restricted, and on a lot of days not having much more than protein and vegetables. But I also think that even though this is the lowest that I've taken food, it's delivered a leaner, harder physique, a tighter physique than I've ever had before. And as the carbs are going in now, I'm really starting to see my body take rapid change. I'm definitely not bursting full or anything like that, but I don't think that served me well to be like that, and risk being sort of a little bit too blocky and square through the midsection, a little bit less tapered when you are bursting full. I don't think that was in the best interest. So, I've listened to the judge's feedback. I've listened to the criticisms. I've read all my hate, I guess you could put it like that, on my posts and on the stage photos and stuff from last season. And I take that to heart. I don't get salty about it. It fires me up, and I just make sure that I listen and don't let my ego get in the way. Take the criticism, even if it's meant negatively. Take it and use that to be better. Use it to my advantage. So I'm just trying to the start of this season round, just keeping it a lot leaner, a lot drier, a lot tighter, trying to make that midsection absolutely as small as I can make it. So this morning I had massage therapy from the guidance of a lot of my other fellow competitors and friends that are pros that have recommended getting that body work done a few days before your stage, just to really open up all your poses and show the muscle and the structure and the frame as best you can. And definitely, I felt a lot happening during that session. It's not the sort of therapy that I get regularly, but I did really feel good going into my poses after that therapy was done. And then through the whirlwind of KL traffic, made it to the gym for a pump session. We just did a circuit, and teammates Irfan and Sher, even though it wasn't a workout that's usually important and beneficial for them, they still supported me and they did the session with me, which meant a lot, and it definitely made it more enjoyable than it would have been sort of trying to do it alone. But we did some poses in the posing room afterwards, and that was the first time where I can sort of see my physique coming to life and the veins coming out. And the starting of the drying out process, which will take place a lot more tomorrow. But I'm starting to like what I see, and I'm starting to get excited, and I'm starting to feel confident. I think a lot still needs to happen in the next 36 hours, but I really like the direction that the physique is moving. Then we got back, had a small dip at the pool, have a beautiful accommodation with an infinity pool, and the view over the Petronas Towers and the cityscape is super nice. And then came back, and I've just been getting the carbs and getting the meals in. Weirdly, you think that like when you put the carbs back in, you're going to feel this like surge of energy and be like bouncing in your step. But honestly, today was one of the harder days of this prep for me. I felt really tired when the carbs started going in. I felt myself getting like impatient and like easily frustrated today. Even worse than when I was having my low days, with fuck all carbohydrates. But today, I think it was such a big change putting the carbohydrates back in. The body's not used to it, I guess, and I'm just clearly going through that sort of adaptation that's taking place, with big significant change in nutrition. But I think as things continue to load over the evening and in tomorrow, the food will digest, things will move past, and I think I should start feeling better and a little bit more lively in the back end of tomorrow afternoon, where those carbs have sat a bit, or stuck I should say. But that's about it for tonight. I'm absolutely shattered. I've got one more meal of cream of rice to go in, around about 750 grams of carbs going in today, so about 7 times what I'm used to. And we'll see how the look is tomorrow morning after we've had a walk and use the toilet and see what the weight is, and then make a game plan for the 1 day out peak, which I'm looking forward to. The fluids have been changing. I've been water loading early on in the week, and now water has just started coming down today, so 8 to 10 litres the front end of the week, coming down to 4.5, and then it'll be even lower tomorrow, while that diuresis is in effect. Get the body overproducing urine, then taper the water off. The body continues to overproduce urine, and you get a favourable change in the extracellular to intracellular water ratios, i.e. bringing a drier look. Sodium has been normal for the front end of the week, and now that's also just being lowered today and tomorrow. The decrease in sodium, increased body water output, again trying to favour that intracellular water versus extracellular water ratios, maximise the fluid in the cell, minimise the fluid outside of the cell. Tomorrow I'm going to bring you along for the full ride from wake up till last meal. We're gonna document it at all. I haven't done a full 1 day out video, and I'm pretty excited for it because compared to last prep, I wasn't sleeping, I was in pain, I had a blood clot forming, I had so much stress, I didn't want to eat, I couldn't pose. It was really a nightmare as I reflect back on it. But thinking, going into 1 day out now here, around good friends, in a nice place, I'm far more relaxed. I feel far healthier. I'm not in pain. I think as I drop stress further tonight and tomorrow, and get a little bit more settled, I think it's going to be massive improvements. It already is a massive win on last season and last prep. I've already surpassed that mentally, physically, spiritually, but now it's just about seeing how good we can be for the start of this second season. So appreciate you guys' support all the way along. You guys have seen it all. We made that first attempt at the competitions, got thrown to rock bottom shortly after, had to climb our way back from ground zero, but here we are in best condition I've ever had, feeling mentally and physically way healthier than last prep, bringing a lighter, tighter physique, in the right headspace with the right people around me. So I'm feeling good about this, and I'm excited. We'll rest up. We'll see you for D-1. Round one. First away game.
Somebody gon' get to tell them that I'm
Can I please get small Americano ice with 2 extra shots?
对，
Yeah.
好 happy you want to take
For takeaway, please.
Tell them that I'm coming. Somebody tell the world that I'm coming. Somebody tell the world that I'm coming.
Can I please have a skinny blueberry muffin and chocolate lava muffin, please?
Loving you or take away?
Takeaway, please.
God send me in
We're on the lookout for low protein, low fat, high carb, low fiber.
I done seen enough to be a witness. Let me show you how I'm living now. And you can tell them that I'm coming. And you can tell them that you ought to know by now, them streets ain't really loyal to you. Don't know why you being loyal back. I done seen it kill too many people. Strip them down for everything they got.
That's 93.3. My all-time lowest, this prep is reading 92.0. So it's a good sign that some carbs are being loaded and the fullness is coming. You know, in my mind, once you've taken if you take the dehydration out of the equation and you consider how much glycogen you can store and how much fluid you can store in the muscle with it, around 2 kilos is the play in my mind in regards to taking from a flat look to a full look. And obviously if you put dehydration on top of that, you need to factor that in, because if you're dehydrated and you're 2 kilos up, you're probably spilled over. But you know, that's 1 kilo up-ish after a full day of 700 grams of carbs. And we're going to do a little bit more today, which I think show morning being around 94 kilos, low 94s, I think that should be pretty good, nice and full, but still hard and grainy. So we did our morning walk, groceries, coffee, as always happens in prep. Spend way too much fucking time in the grocery store looking at shit that you can't eat. But we did get what we needed, but we're a little bit behind schedule now, so I'm gonna get into the first meal. I'll explain what that is. I'll tell you now, it's gonna be 150 grams of rice cakes with some fresh pineapple and some kaya jam and 50 grams of fish. And then we're going to go up to the hotel gym, just do a few little muscle contractions, really, really light pump, check the physique, take the photos, and then get on with the rest of the day. When you're carb loading, you want to combine multiple sources of carbs, sucrose, fructose, and glucose, which is why I've got some fruits, some fast carbs, and then just starchy carbs.
That I'm coming. Somebody tell the world that I'm coming. Somebody tell the world that I'm coming. And you can tell them that I'm the OGs tell me keep it going. And never let them get me off track. Hit them hard with their real talk. And let that you upstairs handle what you lack. I know I done sacrificed a lot of time for it. Letting God handle a lot of moves. Trusting in them got me higher than I ever been. Doors coming open like the hinge falling all the screws. Entitled to a new spot. Grind mode till we see the top. Got to bless, quit complaining, homie. People want what you already got. Tell them that I'm coming. Tell them that I hope they got some room for me. If not, then I'ma make a way. You can tell them that I'm coming for them. God sent me, so I'm here to stay.
We just went up to the gym and did 15-minute, literally 15-minute, just small circuit. Nothing hard, just get a little bit of pump and send the blood to the muscles that I want to fill out, because you know the blood right now is full of nutrients, and I want those nutrients to go to certain places. So you know, having muscle contractions and driving blood, it's going to carry the nutrients to the areas you want, giving it more of a chance that the areas you want to be blasting full and round will actually get round. So it's like trying to think of an analogy. Prep brain is not allowing me to come up with something intelligent quickly. I guess we call it like a guiding post. You know, send nutrients, turn right, head that way, to bicep, to tricep, to chest, to lats. That's really the only places I want this really nutrient dense blood going. So it's time for meal 2. We have none better than the undefeated cream of rice, the goated cream of rice, and I think also the goated carb up food. So this is going to be absolutely delicious. My salt is on ration as well, so I have 4 grams of total salt for the day, which is less salt that I normally have, and that is just to help encourage the diuresis and the water loss. Then with this meal, I'm gonna have 50 grams of fish, because consuming small bits of protein with carbohydrate meals has been shown to enhance glycogen loading. And also to enhance the glycogen loading further, we're combining multiple carb sources, which is why we'll also add in some dried mango and pineapple. So very solid meal, heavy carb meal, number 2 carb meal for the day. We're probably going to do 6 all up. We've got plenty of stuff to do today, so we'll take you along for the ride. D-1. I'm getting the baby face, revealing the baby face and getting a fade so we get cleaned up before we take the tan. I'd like to get a little bit of a clean up on my hands and fingers, my feet and hands as well, but we'll see if Sharon and Fun can find us a place for a little bit of pampering. But haircut and shave is most important, because cannot have the Wolverine on stage. And then we got to be at registrations before 2:30, so we're on the clock a little bit. Hello. I had a booking for earlier, but I'm very, very late.
Is it Mr. Ini?
Jackson,
Mr.
Pios.
Oh, is it with Sam or Rahul?
I can't remember because I didn't get a confirmation from you.
Oh, I guess so.
I think I booked for 12:30.
12:30. No, I guess you with Sam?
That would be great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or baby face out, and I'll have high skin,
Skin fit.
like
Okay.
skin, with a couple of lines on the side here.
Okay.
And then I think maybe like this needs to be quite tight, so maybe like a 4
Okay.
over the top, and like really line box at the
Okay.
front.
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
And if you could line up my eyebrows and make them clean as well.
So beard off, right?
All gone.
Alright.
Yeah, we got to look super like Ken Barbie style.
Okay.
Yeah, with a nice smile and pretty face. Do the best with what you can.
Next thing is that preacher preaching that he was a young man. Cause it's the art of war. I gotta keep my enemies close. And if you want my bread, then I give you the toast. Stay popping tags while I jagging your toes. That's a hood plan. Wearing that blue Yankee fitted, so fitted over my dome that I've committed to overturning the throne. As the rain falls, king, queen, prince, jokers, no juice.
Oh my god.
The other day you competed in Australia, right? We only see it in IG, right? So now we get to see it in person.
Say that again.
Your mazel talk, you're off your goons before Friday afternoon. And that's
The pastries on that plate.
Grandma and granddad going ham.
The Audemars Brigade can't save the day or the sorrow. You go back to Casio tomorrow. The Midnight Marauder of Midtown. No fight dog, but I got a tip. Y'all better get down. CLASSIC. You won't want to know where I'll be.
It's about.
It's a true friend.
Yeah, represent. You want to leave your stuff with me? I can stand for you for a while. It's about half an hour from here, maybe. Max is inside, so I couldn't. They don't let me, like, only the athlete can go in. So once you went in there, I couldn't stand in the queue anymore. So yeah.
So that's when you register the tan?
No, tanning share. So you register first.
Okay.
And you get all the stuff, and then I think they give you a coupon maybe or something, and then they have your record of what you've paid for, or whatever, and then you go and tan.
Oh shit.
So it's gonna be.
Bit of a process.
Do you have food with you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think it's gonna be at least an hour and a half altogether.
It's so hot, that's why I don't like it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to cool down, but with the carbs going in, the body's like
How many grams so far today?
300.
I was weight last night.
Last night I did not check, but this morning 1 kilo up from bottom.
Just one. That's it. Wow. More. How you, man?
Hey, what's up?
You already killed. You already
we're starting.
just starting. Oh, all the best.
All the best. Hi.
You want to be
Thank you.
like,
What's up, man?
Nice seeing you again, man. How are you?
Well.
I'll be going for regional.
Fucking. And pro kid?
No, I'm not big enough, man, dude. I'll be fighting with you guys now.
Hey, it's always love a fight.
Alright. Alright, see you soon.
Good luck, man.
You thinking, but when you see them lasers blinking, next thing is that preacher preaching that he was a young man. Cause it's the art of war. I gotta keep my enemies close. And if you want my bread, then I give you the toast. Stay popping tags while attacking your toes. That's a hood plan. It's the thug motivation. More hustle, more cash. More cribs, more whips, more ass. That's just the way that my world turns. Life is a bitch, but best believe my whole
That
God.
was a long fucking registration. I didn't bring enough food. I'm a little bit frustrated and on edge, so I just want to get home, eat, and try and relax a bit. We're here for like 4 hours and I was not prepared. Live and learn.
Yeah, bro. See you tomorrow.
The trick tonight is going to be being able to get all my food in without, stuffing myself. Because usually I'd space my meals out. But, I mean, the only meal I've had, which I don't know if we caught on camera, was a packet of rice cakes and 50 grams of fish. That's all I had in the last 4 hours. I ate that in the line at check-in, but I need to eat more food when we get home. It's gonna be a fucking stat show. So many people. I think there's like 70 men's physique athletes just in Class A. So it's gonna be a big battle. I just wanna get my food in and relax. I think I'll feel better once I do that one.
For an answer, I'm a thug, I don't need to rep mine. With no signs and no dances. Trying to run that bullshit on me. Have you spray laid up, sitting down when you pee. You gotta smirk like it ain't no threat to you.
Finally, we have the fourth carb meal going in a little bit behind schedule, and because I think we were sort of at the check-ins for 2 or 3 hours longer than I thought we would be, but it's okay because I'm competing quite late tomorrow, so I don't think it's terrible if I have a bit of a full belly with squeezed meals tonight, because I'm going to get a long time for it to digest and deal with the water. So we have meal 4 here, pretty hefty meal with the undefeated cream of rice coconut with my last bit of salt, cinnamon, a pack of dried mango and pineapple, some delicious white fish, cold straight out of the packet, but I don't really care at this point because I've got plenty of carbs, and then I have 50 grams of cereal. So a heavy meal, start playing catch up. We've got to get this load back on track. But tan is done, registered. Now just need to relax a bit, number one, chill out, a bit of shaving and another bit of tanning tonight, but most of the time I just want to be chilling, maybe put on a movie with Irfan and Sher or whatever, and then just get the carbs in and let them do their thing.
we'll see you for the next meal.
No more eating off them pies. I send you flying in the friendly skies. Have a safe trip. Now I don't care if you blue or you red. Try to take mine. Either you do or you're dead. Cause either I'm alive or do a few in the fed. You can't take what's in my head.
Okay, we got 2 meals going down in one. Basically, mega carbo load. It's getting late and I don't want to have 3 more meals, so you're just gonna snack on these carbs now, make it a bigger meal, and then the last meal will be a bit denser and smaller, but we'll show you that. But I want to get all my main carbs ticked off here. So 7:30. It is getting late. We got my usual little bit of grilled white fish. There's some rice cakes here with kaya, a bit of dried fruits, and some low-fat cereal there. So again, combining all the carb sources, keeping fiber on the low end, keeping fats on the lower end as well, so this can move through and digest decently quick. And by having some denser carbs, it means we can get a really high carb total without the huge stomach bloating that you would get if you tried to do this with, you know, potatoes, rice and cooked rice and oatmeal per se. So mixing in some denser carbs, so it's a little bit lighter on the stomach, but we can still fully load and get that super compensation effect in the glycogen that we're looking for. So I'm just going to chip away at this monster of a carb meal. We'll be coming in close to 600 carbs now for the day. I want to do a bit of reading, do a bit of journaling, get my head right as I move into game day tomorrow, and probably just watch a little bit of Netflix and just try and get, you know, really chilled out, relaxed, drop some stress, drop some cortisol, and make sure that we're absolutely fierce for tomorrow morning. So I'll get into this and we'll see you for the final wrap up of D-1.
Start a war, and I don't know what you thinking, but when you see them lasers blinking, next thing is that preacher preaching that he was a young man.
Alright, we have the final meal of D-1 carb loading happening. Now, with the last meal before bed, as long as the digestion is going well and you're not looking overly watery or bloated, I like to do a little bit of denser carbs with a bit of added fats in for the final meal. Number one, I think that it's not wise to do super high volume of carbs, 200 grams of worth of carbs from, potato right before bed. You're going to be going to bed very distended, probably uncomfortable, probably wake up with a little bit of a bloat as well. So I like to do the denser carbs right at the end, just before bed. Keep the midsection tight. We get a really heavy load. The last bit of the fluids on controlled water of 3.5 liters today, but with this half of this, the fluids will be done and then they'll be shut off until show day. So the idea is, the last 2 days I've been building the carbohydrates, finish with a really dense, heavy hit with the final fluids. This is going to be loaded and stored, making sure glycogen is totally topped off overnight. And then we stop the water, and during show day, we continue the diuresis that has been triggered over the last 2 days. But because we're not replacing water, the goal is to change that extracellular, intracellular water ratio where we retain the carbohydrates to fullness in the muscle cell, but anything that's outside of the muscle cell floating around, we excrete that over the hours of the day leading into the show. Food is absolutely minimal tomorrow, because even if you consumed a bunch of carbs, they wouldn't be able to be stored, number one, because of the transit time, number two, because you don't have fluids to actually store the carbs. So all the loading has to be sort of finished by the night before the show. We're making sure of that with a heavy meal right at the end. And then tomorrow is going to be light food. You're not going to deplete by just being rested. The glycogen will be fully loaded, and we just get rid of all of that spilled over extracellular water, giving the full hard best package come showtime. Salt has also been reduced today, but it will be no salt at all day to again help with the water loss. And then I'll take a last heavy salt hit just before pump up, and that is going to increase blood pressure, increase blood volume, increase vascularity, help with getting the pump. But that's going to be a wrap. Restricted water, restricted salt, heavy carbs, dense carb meal to make sure that we're absolutely glycogen topped off and bursting full overnight. And then when we wake up, it's all about just getting dry. And I'm not going to be on until 7 p.m, which is why a higher meal right at the end of the night is okay, because by the time I'm on stage, it's going to be fully through the tract and digested. And because I'm not eating carbs tomorrow to replace, the stomach will be nice and small and tight, and very confident it'll be my best ever physique, my most conditioned physique. So in many respects, I've already won, and I've already achieved that goal, but the goal is still there to work my way into the pro league, and I'm going to keep doing that every single day until the job's done. But step by step, next step is a meal, next step is rest a bit, try and get some sleep, and then we see you in the morning for D-Day.